catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling winds that never be the same. Look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the middle.
The usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Saquon Barkley, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Raider first down.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Open man is Kirk, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Now it's Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they get...
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Number 20.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Right back to him on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go jet sweep. This is Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The running back, again the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Michael Davis. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Raiders' 18-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's now 4th down.
They'll look to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Good job. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Chiefs.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
To number 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he's got Hireman. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
A gain of 4
What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
The ball carrier.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll run it with Jacobs. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Pickup of 2. Brings up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Makes the score.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
To Trent Taylor.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll look to throw here. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Number 27. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders have recovered.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball. And we just saw there that that's difficult to do. But just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments. And make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on. But the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
42-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. On 2nd down now. Barkley, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense, because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a 1st as that leads to 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards to pick up there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
6-yard line.
Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Number 27.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
45-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
The pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
From
7.
the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Chiefs 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
3-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them.
Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Las Vegas, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, despite the loss here, was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it?